Well, hello everybody. Jim McGuigan here. If you're tuning in to this video, I sure am glad you're here. Thanks for coming by. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, I wonder and I'm curious to know if you've noticed anything different. Did you notice the caterpillar in the room? Did you? Yes, well, I went ahead and did it. I've never been one to, as a matter of fact, I liked my white hair. I liked the gray when it was coming in. Wasn't anything I tried to hide, even my bald spot, you know. It wasn't anything I ever wanted to hide. It was part of nature. It's who I am. But I did talk about this thing, and that I wanted to give it a shot. I had mentioned that I was a pirate one year for Halloween, and I used that washout stuff, and I liked it. And so I went ahead and this is what I got. It is called Mustache and Beard Just for Men, medium brown. Now, my hair used to be very dark brown, including my mustache and my beard. Of course, my beard and my mustache are all white now. But I thought I'd get the medium brown, considering I've got the kind of salt and peppery thing going on up here. I didn't want to have this stark, dark mustache across my lips. So I tried this medium brown and did it today. And I guess it's not so bad. It's certainly something that I have to get used to. Even though I'm a Leo, I don't spend great deals of time looking at myself. But still, when you are glancing, you shave or you do whatever, and you see this thing when you're used to it being all white, it does take a bit of getting used to. But, you know, it is what it is. I wanted to give it a shot. And this stuff lasts a bit of time. It lasts until the gray, you know, grows in again. And, you know, there's enough in this package so that you can reapply and reapply after however long it takes for the gray, the hair to grow, you know. For the natural gray to the white, whatever, to take its place again. And if I so decide to use the rest of this stuff to just continue to keep it this way, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think. It certainly doesn't make me any younger. It doesn't make me look really any younger. The only thing that's changed is the tone or the color, the hue of my mustache, gone from white to this. Well, since I'm colorblind, it's darker, but it's medium brown. So anyway, I was kind of cool. It's different. It's novel, and I'll give it a shot. Not many people have seen it. I did it this afternoon. My son did. And he kind of crossed his arms this way, and he gave it a look, and he went, looks all right. But again, it's just something that people who are used to seeing me, something they're going to have to get used to, I guess. I got one of those faces. I've always got facial hair, mustache, a beard, a goatee, whatever. But it's always, you know, it's always comes in white. And even when I, you know, trim or do whatever, you know, I've got one of those faces that holds facial hair well. You know, I can wear a beard well, and I wear a mustache well. When I don't, that's when I look freaky. I got a Frankenstein thing going on without any facial hair. Used to not be that way. Used to be a good looking without my facial hair when I was younger. But anyway, so there you have it. It's all there. My mustache. A revelation today. And I can't say it was a particularly good one. But, you know, in making these videos, the whole thing was really, it started out with the, you know, my diet and starting an exercise thing. Getting rid of this weight. Now, you know, and I already went into all this. You know, I stopped smoking 1 year and 3 months ago, not this past May, but the May before. And since then, I steadily began to pack on the weight. And I didn't notice it at first. You know, it certainly didn't happen overnight. But as the months progressed, my shirt started to feel a little tighter. And of course, you blame the wash, you blame something, that maybe my shirts are shrinking or my pants are shrinking or something. And then you come to realize, nope, you're gaining weight there, fella. So, anyway, this past May, not really the actual day, the anniversary of when I stopped smoking, but it was sometime later in May when I did decide to weigh myself. My son has one of those digital scales. And I, just for fun, just wanted to see, because I knew, I had said to people, I'm gaining weight, I'm this, and of course people are kind. No, Jim, you're not gaining weight. Oh, you look great, Jim, this, that, and the other. Liars. I was gaining the stomach, the shirts. Give me a break. They were being kind, but they were liars. I was gaining weight. Anyway, I wanted to see, I was curious, how much was I packing on? So I figured, like, you know, I weighed 210 forever, between 200 and 210 for years. So I figured, well, I must have put on, I don't know, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, something like that. So I got on the scale, and this was May, and it was 249 pounds. Now this is May of this year. So I thought, my God, even 249, I've never been to 249 ever. And I thought, wow, there's the evidence right there. Yeah, I have been gaining weight. So the summer was busy. I had all kinds of things to do, teach a workshop, do this, do that, do that. So I didn't really take the time to stop and organize anything to, you know, start like exercising or start eating better. So I was still eating crap, and I was still eating whenever I wanted. I would eat in the morning, I would eat, and I wouldn't just eat 3 meals a day with snacks in between. I ate meals all day long. Whenever I was hungry, I just ate. And I didn't just eat, even my meals when I ate till I was sick. You know, how you do, you pack it in. So I just steadily gained more weight. So, you know, it was a couple of weeks ago, when I really decided this has got to end. You know, I started feeling it. I didn't realize it. The actual realization didn't come till today, but I started to feel it. Remember, I was telling you, you know, my body was feeling the creaks and the cricks and the this and the that, you know, grunting and groaning. Well, there's a reason for that. Not necessarily because in 8 days from now, 7 days from now, or whatever, I'll be 54. It doesn't have really much to do with that. It does have to do with the weight that I've packed on. Anyway, today I decided to take a run into Walmart. I wanted to get my own scale. I didn't want to have to keep bothering Matt with getting his. He's got his calibrated to his thing. So I went there and got my own, figuring, well, you know what? I've been telling my video friends that I'm at like 255 and I want to lose 55 pounds, because if I was 249 in May, by this time I would have packed on another 5-6 pounds or so, you know, with the crap I was eating and how I was eating. So I went and got the scale. I brought it home. I opened it up. I calibrated. It's one of those fancy schmancy things. It looks like it's made out of glass, and it's digital, and it not only gives you your weight, but it tells you, you know, it remembers you, so that the next time you get on the scale, you know, it has to, you register so that it knows who you are. So the next time you stand on the scale, it'll tell you whether you've lost weight or you gained weight. It'll tell you by how much too. So that's kind of cool. So I get on there figuring, well, I really started this eating program and the walking and starting this exercise thing about 2 weeks ago. So I should, you know, if I was at 255, I'm guessing I'm down to maybe 253, 252, something like that. So I put this thing on the floor and I stand on it and I get it and I watch it, and all these things come up on the screen, on the LCD screen. And finally, a number pops up. And I had to adjust my glasses. And of course I had to push my belly in. It's one of those where I'm pushing my belly in while I'm looking down. And I couldn't believe what I saw. So I got off the scale and I did it again. And then I did it again. As of today, I weigh 261 pounds, 261.2 pounds. Now, what that means is I have gained more than just 5 or 6 pounds since last May. And I would venture to guess that over the last 2 weeks, I probably have lost maybe 1 or 2, you know, just figuring 1 or 2, maybe 3 at the most, probably 1 or 2 pounds, you know. Which means when I started this, I was probably up into the like 263, 4, or 5 range. Well, I have packed on the pounds. So imagine getting one of those big bags of dog food, those 50-pound bags, I think they're 52-pound, strapping that thing around your waist and walking around with that, sleeping with that, doing everything with that thing strapped to an extra 50 to 55 to 60 pounds of weight. No wonder I've been grunting and groaning and moving and shaking and wondering why is it so hard to bend over and tie my shoes? Yeah. So I'll tell you, smoking. Today I almost went and bought a pack of cigars. You know, I went and said, you know, I'm going to start smoking again. Because then probably I'll get back down to 210. No, I'm just joshing. I wouldn't do that again. I enjoyed cigars. I love the smell of a good cigar and a good pipe. But no, I would never go back to that. But 261.2 pounds. That's crazy. That is nuts. But whatever. At least I had to. I wish I had gotten the scale 2 weeks ago, so that I could see for sure just how many pounds I am shy since then. But, you know, I'm not going to share on here every day, whenever I do a video every day, about how many pounds are gone or whatever, how many ounces. That's just dumb. Maybe weekly, maybe, you know, every 2 weeks, something like that. Because, you know, I'm not going to weigh myself every day either, you know. And if you know anything about it, even slightly, you know, a lot of times when you first start kind of eating better and doing things, you know, you do kind of lose weight quickly. It's, you know, a lot of water goes and a lot of this, and, you know, and then it kind of plateaus a little bit, and then it goes. You just got to be patient. You got to keep doing. I'm going to stick and be regimented on my program, you know, 3 meals a day and snacks in between, walking and exercising and doing some other things. But I have got to get this 261.2. That has got to come down you know, I want to be down to 200. That's my goal. At my height, 5'10", 5'11", you know, I should be even less than that. But 200, I'm good at 200. And I'll be back to my old self. I won't be grunting and groaning. But at least I know, you know, pretty soon you pack on weight like this, it affects a lot. It affects your body in many different ways. Not just your heart, not just, you know, the vital stuff. It affects everything from your knees to your bones to your hips to your back. It really, really does. Especially when you're not used to it, you know. But anyway, yeah, so that's that for that. That truly was a revelation today, to step on that scale and see 261.2 pounds. That was just nuts. But at least I have a darker mustache. That's kind of good. So, but I did go for a nice walk today. You know, stretching out and all that kind of stuff. So school's going to be starting very soon. We got about just a couple weeks to go. We start, I think the letter said the 21st, but I think the 21st is a Tuesday. I don't know. So it's starting very soon. And, you know, I am excited to get back. I'm excited to get back into it. I'm excited to see, you know, my colleagues, my friends. But, you know, at the same time, I wish I'd started this program sooner. It's like anything else. You know, hindsight is 20/20 type thing. I wish I had, but, you know, whatever. So, anyway, that's that for today. And where are we? We're at 15 minutes, so I'm not going to be on here but another minute. I want to say thank you. Yesterday, too, in looking at that video, the last video I posted, I must have said I don't know how many times. You know, um's a good sentence pauser. It's something that a lot of us employ. But when you're making a video, I don't know about you, but it got on my nerves. I got to try to get out of that habit when I'm on here. Normally, I don't do a whole lot of ums. There you go. I just did it. So I guess it's part of me. Maybe even in this video, without even realizing it, I've done it again. I've used the ums, whatever. You know, when you learn public speaking, or when you know, it's one of those things you've got to watch it. It becomes irritating for your audience. But I don't know, whatever. So anybody who listened to my video, my last video, you know, regarding, you know, the state of affairs with our young people out there. My very best to all of you. My very best to our new teachers, to the newbies that are coming in to the teaching profession. Not the ones who are coming to a new school who have been teaching for years, but the new teachers. It's daunting. It will be tons of information that you are going to feel like you'll never get. I'll never get that. You will. You just got to give it time. You got to be patient and find a mentor. You'll probably be assigned one, but sometimes the mentors that you're assigned are not the mentors that you necessarily need. Find a teacher, if you're a newbie, who you, I don't know, you formed a bond. There's a trust there. Just because you've been assigned a mentor, let that mentor do their job and watch out for you. But you watch out for yourself, newbies. And you find a teacher who is going to be there for you. Or find a teacher that you trust. Watch. Listen. Be guided by someone that you trust. And you'll be all right. Anyway. For everyone out there, anyone who might be listening to this, my very best to you. Be yourself. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Go out in this world. Go out your front door, your back door, your side door, whatever, and be proud of who you are. Be proud of what you stand for. And rest assured that you have more people around you who love you for exactly who you are than you do people who might be jerks about things. You know, life has both sides. You know, not everyone is all good and not everyone is all bad. We got a mixture of both. Which side you employ is, of course, up to us. I always try to move towards the light, and always try to do the right thing. I don't always win. Sometimes I fail, but most of the time I do. But anyway, young people, you mean the world to me. Very soon, people my age are going to be handing the reins over. So many of you are already moving and shaking, but it's going to be up to you to run this world. So my hope is with you, and I know you're not going to let me down. I know. Anyway, take good care. I hope you have a great night. I hope this mustache didn't scare any of you too much on this face. But anyway, have a great night. Check back with me in a day or so. Bye-bye.